Well, hello, and a happy Thursday. P's got some thoughts and some other things, and then, some other things and a few other things. There's lots going on.
We have a plethora.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio. That's nice. So, what is it?
Harmonate with me, Mommy. Harmonate.
I harmonated.
Oh, that was you. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Please say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. If you want to hang out in the background, that is totally fine. But do give those thumbsy upsies. Very much appreciate those because it lets other people know something fun's happening. They might ought to want to be over here too.
Mm-hmm.
As if they
post-haste.
Yeah, post-haste. Be sure to turn your chat over to live chat so you don't miss anything. Because we don't want any of that. Alright, I'm going to say hello to everybody because we got a lot of people here. We got one-legged witchy woman. I believe that is Laura.
I love that.
We've got Ann, Art Curious, that's Miriam, Barbara, Becky, Bored Grandma Designs. What? Who are you? Please do tell us your name in the chat if you want to. Otherwise, we'll just call you Bored Grandma. Charmin's here. Awesome. Colleen, Darcy, Dawn, Dana, Diane, Eddie, Estella, Effie, Griffin Shell. That is Rhonda, Jamie, Jeanette, a.k.a. Jeanette. Joni's here. Kathy, Linda, Lori, Lydia, Mary, Maya, Mitzi, Patricia Lee, Patty, Panka, Ricky, Saji, and that is Sarah. Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Sonia, Susan Dufresne, Tamari, Texture Junkies, that is Sharon, the Castiglias, sorry Kim, that's Kim. Let's see here, the Messy Palette, Diane, she has snuck off from her grandchild for a moment, I believe. She's getting 5 seconds. That's what she said last time. She's like, well, I've been found. Tony Wood is here. Hello, I believe you were new. Tracy, Trish, and Wendy. And I believe Evie will probably be here shortly as well. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. It's simply it didn't show up in the list or, it popped in, afterwards. Do just, give me a little wave and say hi to me. And I will say hello to you. The Shelley Studio. Hey, Margot. All right. Okay, I think I got, Quirky Queens. That's Kirsten. All the way from Scotland. Have you gotten your package yet? Kirsten. I want to know if she's got her package yet.
Do we have Our Lady from Turkey? Is she here?
No, I don't think, because she was Etsy, so I think that she doesn't maybe know that we stream. Most people that come in on Etsy don't know that we stream. Like, they aren't part of the whole thing. But I think some people get the card and they do come over here. I would love to know that. Like, did any of you guys start over on Etsy and then started, like, because I sent you a little card, you came over?
Yeah.
I would be interested.
We really would.
Carol's here. All right. Hi, Carol. CB. All right. You want me to go topside?
I do.
Okay, perfect. I'm going topside. As far as announcements go, we got kind of the usual things. This coming Saturday will be the hop.
Oh, and lots of interesting.
Winged things. Winging it. That's the thing. There have been great posts over in Makers. That is the Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group. If you don't know about that, then there will be a link here or in the description down below. You can get over there. Answer the questions. We like that to happen. I don't always let you in if you don't answer the question. P will come hunt you down and, like, look at your profile.
Yeah, if you've got really interesting stuff, I'll let you in anyway. But Mariah just says nay.
Yeah.
She doesn't mess around.
Well, because I squirrel. If I end up going over,
I know.
It just, it inevitably becomes like an
Snowballs.
hour-long thing, and I'm looking at your family photos, and yeah,
reading your most intimate details.
Well, whatever you put on Facebook.
Yeah. She's rather voyeuristic in that way.
I am.
She listens to other people's conversations in restaurants.
Yep, I do.
It's very it's very irritating when you're talking to her and
Give me a second.
you know that she's not listening to what you're saying. She's listening to this conversation of the people in the next booth.
See, I can get back to her. I can't just interrupt the people and be like, could you repeat that? I'm sorry, my mother was talking to me.
I felt like that sometimes. Pardon me, I'm still allergy, but I will say, I had a good night's rest last night. I only had to get up once.
She was up at 7:30 this morning with us. I said, oh, are you up? Mm-hmm. She said, yeah. Okay.
But I still have stuff going on with the nasal and sniffles.
Well, I used to joke with her when we did the recorded videos that there pretty much wasn't a video that didn't start out, I'm sorry I'm having allergies. Like, I think they know.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're not going to talk about it anymore then. Okay. All right, Kathy, as promised.
Look at that. That's so beautiful. And that was the right size tag for their dragonfly.
It was. But I had asked for a smaller dragonfly.
Here, I'll talk for a second while you cough. Yes. And we are coming up with some new stamps. Hopefully soon. Some new stamps will be coming out. And I know Carrie's working on some. Our lovely Carrie Griffiths. He's working on some new designs. And then, of course, we've been putting out new stencils pretty much every day. So you got to watch the shop, you know. You get there before everybody else does. Otherwise, when, you know, once we have a stream, we'll show you, okay, hey, these are posted in the shop. We have 2 that we'll be showing. Actually, 3 today. One was one I already talked about. We've kind of promised, but wanted to say, hey, it is in the shop now. And then I think we're talking about doing Stamp-Wise skulls. Because she keeps mentioning it.
I keep mentioning that.
Maybe some of the other mandalas Brad had mentioned. And then what else were we talking about? Perhaps turning into stamps.
Making a silhouette dragonfly.
Yes, well, I mentioned that. I thought. Yes, and so we're doing a little small one to go with that one, little friend. But we can't make it as detailed.
You know, it will just be.
Yeah. Because she has. You want to see the 50 that are in there that didn't make it.
Well, I should look through them. I could probably use them for, you know, like just mucking about.
Well, I was gonna send them to the Dalfi, you know, the Disabled Artists.
Oh yeah, the and
Foundation.
And she gets stuff from auctions.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say that, you know, I was going to do it in black, and I thought it was just too stark.
Yeah, we need to do the oak leaf.
The oak leaf is another good one. Mm-hmm. And then I just took that same dark red and did a little bit, excuse me, a little bit on the ribbon, because I had to take it off anyway to do the star stamp. But I was really proud of my star stamping, as it, I think, just really looked like it was part of the original design.
Darcy has 7 boxes she's sending off to them.
Oh my.
She's been cleaning out. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
It is. And then, of course, I showed you the back of this, and it has, you know, Kathy.
Well, that was the one that Kathy sent to P, and then P.
Yeah, and here, you know, she sent me 2, and I left one just like it was, and she also sent a really cool-looking card, which...
Oh, and I thought... That? No, I don't think so. It's hilarious, because it's his thoughts and theories.
Thoughts and theories. Isn't that great?
That's so wonderful.
I thought it was a wonderful.
And
Hi, you
Isabel.
can see it's got a little bit of shimmer and shine to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Mariah commented on the envelope because, you know, coming from her printing background,
I was like, that's
she's
a nice
very
envelope.
aware of high quality. And a lovely note, which shall remain with the card. And I really think that I'm going to talk to Mariah because I think this would look good in her book.
Yeah, which
because it's really bright, but I'm going to put some maybe stamp. Do we have a Jelly Shelly stamp?
We have a little strippy of it.
See, that would be good.
Okay.
All right. Along with these wonderful things here, oh, let me show you the journal. As I put all of the, I'm going to hand you this because it won't get lost. I put all of the tags into the journal. Whoops. And look at what this looks like with next to the purple here. Isn't that just fabulous?
Yes, it's a nice repeat of.
I know, and it brings in the background, even though it's not exactly but that doesn't bother me. I've got a little bit of that there, a little bit over here at this edge, a little bit over here and here.
Did you show them it, like, how it holds?
Yes.
Yeah, because see, now she's got everything in there.
Now I have everything in here.
It would have taken another, 30 minutes the other day. And I will do, like, you know how I used to do, like, the, in the box with things opening up and
see how this little flower wants to flip out there? I just let it flip out there. Violet, see that? Isn't that the cutest thing? Just love that. And then, of course, my... crap.
Yeah, you're going to...
It's just all of a sudden this stuff just started,
tickling.
And I thought I would head it off at the pass with a good shot at snort of bourbon, but it didn't work.
No.
Might have to do a bit of gargling with nettle here momentarily. Now this is what I like about this.
That should be fun. Y'all looking forward to that?
What?
A little gargle.
A little gargle? Not gargoyle. Gargle.
Gargle.
Hey,
Deb.
This form of,
Hi, Alan.
of crocheting, while it's not necessarily the most beautiful in the world, is very practical because as it fattens up or loosens down, I can just stick it through another hole.
Yep.
There you go. That's what I call be prepared to modify your plan.
Yes.
That's and I want to put this someplace where I'm not going.
We're going to put that on a shirt while unfurling art. Be prepared to modify your plan while unfurling art.
Yes. Okay, now to this wonderful article, but here's what, and it's really, because,
and I didn't put the link in this, I'll come back and put it in the description area of this stream, but I did put it in the last one on, like, how to get to this particular magazine, and then another online article that you could just read that we think is very similar.
Yes.
It was about the same subject, at least.
Yeah, in order to read this one, you have to be a subscriber.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Glad you mentioned that. So on the very last page, it says the upshot of her whole sort of philosophy on why she started painting miniatures is do what feels true to you and to paint anyway. I think that just says it all. That's what Makers is about. That's what PM Artist Studio is about. I think there's enough variety than what we present to you, what you give back to us on Makers. I mean, I never thought of doing some of the stuff that I do now, but because I've seen it other places on Makers, in your videos, then all of a sudden I'm going, I'm going to try that. Mm-hmm. How about that? Yeah, that is so cool. And I was watching Miriam today. Sorry, Miriam, I didn't get it there on the first part.
We were picking up a truck. Well, dropping off, like, one vehicle, because, we had to rental, so, I didn't realize this was such a...
complicated. It was a 3-vehicle affair.
Swap and who's driving.
Oh, yeah, because you had to get rental and...
So we were all a little late, but we all showed up.
Yeah, we finally made it back here, and I told Mariah, I said, what in the world? I just keep finding funky stuff on my little pirate. Now, I have a really cute teacup, but it's in storage.
Oh, I don't think that you're remembering that teacup being the size that you think it is.
It's really teeny.
Yeah, it's smaller than you think.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't hold
No.
A shot?
No. It's like super little.
It is?
Yeah, now I'm glad we're discussing. I didn't realize that that's what you wanted to do with it.
Because I thought it would be very elegant for my Parisian look. Oh, did you notice today? Check these earrings out. Okay, so when I was...
And she has her Marsha Markle necklace on.
I do. Mm-hmm. And what else? Oh, I have my bead bar on.
She found her bead bar.
I found my bead bar.
It wasn't in my stuff.
No, it wasn't. But these earrings I had put away in an old soap box.
They're porcelain.
They're porcelain. And I made them. And it has my name and date on the back. I take them off, but it's quite the affair getting them in my ear holes because they're kind of They're
wonky.
Well, a little bit. My ear hole's not the earring. Well, the earrings are a little bit too, but yeah, okay. Anyway. Oh, and my bracelet. Did you notice?
Look at that bigger.
Yeah. I really made this for Iris Apfel, but she did not reach out to me and say she wanted it.
No, she didn't. Well, remember, because we were all jazzed up. We made this really cool card. And actually, we sent it to Ann Lover. Ann Lover has it. Because Ann's special.
Yes.
And, so we were like, she's like, oh, if she does reach out, because every once in a while they'll, like, show other, like, people that have done, like, artists, you know, kind of fan art. Mm-hmm. And that was definitely fan art. But they never showed our stuff, so.
Yeah. So.
We're not in contact with Iris yet.
No.
She can't have the bracelet.
She can't have the bracelet because she didn't get in touch with me.
If any of y'all know her.
Yeah. Tell her she's missing out on a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So here's this article. Now here's these, and remember the one that I showed you the other day? I cut it out right there. See how carefully I cut that out?
Oh, SWL wants to know about the bracelet construction, which we've done on a stream before.
Yeah.
You kind of squirreled on me on that whole business.
I'm sorry.
We could bring it back around and do it. Basically, it's a tape. You know.
And it's rather small. Yeah, it's a tape thing. But what I forgot about...
Did you mean to make it for me?
Well, possibly.
Here, let's see if it fits me better.
Well, let me talk about it, and then I'll hand it to you.
So
you must remember that when you're making these things and you're building up your layers, that it's going to get smaller. So you want to keep that in mind. And then I just kept, I think I used aluminum foil to make the thing. And then I just covered it with paper towels, you know, and
That's
glue.
a good base. Like a layer of, you know, because it holds on to things.
And then this is paper that I just inked.
Well, I was just saying more this direction.
Oh, here.
Because see, that I may have scooted that over even further.
Yeah, you did. It looks like it's farther in.
Well, it is a little farther in, but then it's also, I think, how does it move that much?
I don't know. I'm not moving. I'm in the same place. I haven't signed it. I didn't write the date down, though. Oh, 01.
2001. I think it was meant for me.
Could be.
I might have said, I don't know, that's kind of big.
It is for your dainty little wrist. Anyway. Okay. Well, moving right along.
Moving right along.
The article is titled, A World in the Palm of Your Hands, because her miniatures are 2.5 inches. Yeah.
I saw you nodding your head, SWL. See, when you tell me about it in the chat, then I know.
Who is this?
She says, I'm nodding along, like, you know, you can see me.
I talked to you today, Miriam.
She does.
I did talk to you.
Hi, Ginger.
And I kept telling Mariah, I kept saying, you know,
Hi, Tina.
I need to have a vocal.
Hey, Kristen.
A vocal,
Artie Dar, hello.
into these things so I can talk to him. So I want to talk to Fran all the time. I'm going to, oh, not Fran, no. Hurry up, get some paint up. Get the paper down. You know, I'm just.
I think Fran yells at you, too.
I'm sure she does. Anyway. All right. Back to the article. So, this Dina Brodsky has traveled all over Europe on a bicycle. So, you know, she's not a fluffy girl. She's
Fit.
There
you go.
Okay. So her first love was 17th century Dutch still lifes and their brightly colored fruit and gleaming vessels. And a lot of those are not large, you know.
Yeah.
They're small little paintings. But then she saw Rembrandt's monumental painting, The Night Watch. Well, we all know about The Night Watch. It's 12 by 14 feet. It's actually larger than life. What I think about, you know, a lot of times, and of course there are always exceptions. Helen Frankenthaler does huge paintings, but for the most part, I think
she's not feeling well. Fran isn't.
Fran, yeah, she went to bed.
Yeah,
and she's recovering, so she can be in good form for her next live stream. I understand that. You just have to do that. I think one of the things about big paintings and ego is that, you know, and even when I was going to tech to getting my art degree, you would run into this where I would do these little watercolors, and the teacher would say, you know, you really ought to try to make it, start getting bigger.
Why?
Well, and she mentions this in the article, that she had trouble even getting anything in galleries because they're so small. Big paintings can command a big price. People are paying by the inch, I guess.
They do, actually. That's how they tell you to price a painting, which I think is
Isn't that ridiculous? I just, you know, I think it's, number one, it has been a male-dominated thing since time immemorial. There were always women making art at the same time. Every single man that you can think of, there was a woman producing art of the same variety, whatever, at the same time. They just didn't get
right
because of the whole, yeah. It's like, you know, male doctors. All right. Enough of my
I toured Europe on a bicycle, and I qualify as fluffy. You know.
Well, there you go.
I need one of those wider seats that holds the bum. Then I'd be all right. But I don't like bicycles. They
well, I've hurt myself so many times on them that I really have kind of a...
Yeah.
Yeah. But look at that. Look at that. See, you can see the size of it there in relationship to her hand.
Patty, she says that her ceramics teacher also hated it when she made small pots. I like small art.
I just think you can get more of it in it, you know, and who has a 14 by 12 foot wall that they want to devote to one painting? I mean, how boring is that?
Yeah. But I guess in a gallery situation, it does sort of make sense because, you know, you don't want people just like right up on the little wall there. Like you can, well, the audience, you can,
yeah,
you have a wider audience.
I guess so. I don't know. But I feel the same way that she does. And what I really love about these little paintings, and these are some of her biggest, they're 11 by 9.
Yeah.
And so she has this little detail of this leaf and the dandelion, and I don't know over here. Oh, it's almost like you're looking through a tree hole or something.
Oh, out of the tree.
Yeah.
A tree hole.
A tree hole. And just, you know, I love the paintings. I like the whole idea.
Hey, and she does a podcast.
She does, and she also podcast name in an episode of the podcast Create. Brodsky explains that visits to artists' social media pages resemble studio visits. They're opportunities to learn about artists' processes and to get glimpses into their everyday life. This relationship allows web viewers a chance not only to enter Brodsky's real world, but also the world of her miniatures. She now has more than 730,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. And she started a movement in New York, a small art movement called Paint Anyway. And that's how it all...
And I think that, what is her, it's something like...
And her website is just dinabrodsky.com.
There you go. All of her information is there, and you can get to the podcast and everything.
Instagram account is just at Dina Brodsky.
Yeah.
So, go check her out. And we are... Did you get us a subscription to this magazine yet?
Not yet.
Well, I think PM Artist Studio should do that. I think it would definitely be something that you could use for a tax write-off.
Okay.
I know so much about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even do our taxes. I'd be in jail because I don't think that I should have to do them at my age.
Oh, Gayla, we're happy you're here. That's not true.
What is
She says, I'm back like an old muddy dog on your porch again. Just don't shake all that mud off, you know.
We do have one of those that comes in and out. And it's so cute because you can just see the little footprints from the little dog and then the big dog.
Mm-hmm.
Big dog. Yeah, she brings in clods of dirt. The little one just brings in small things. Okay, so today while I was finding all of my necklaces that would go with this necklace, that would go with all this, and I have to tell you why. So I went to Costco yesterday. Costco's always an experience, but I had on my lime green outfit.
She looked super cute. Should have taken a picture of you. Posted
I know. And I would have worn that today, but the only hat that would go with it was my brimmed one, and you guys complained because when I look down, you
and you bumped the camera.
And I bumped the camera. I wouldn't bump the camera today because you somehow or other have it in a different position.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So anyway, I'm checked out, walking, towards the end of down the aisle towards the exit. And this woman is coming towards me, and she's tall and beautiful, and she's dressed in black and white. She has this wonderful black and white straw hat. Her shirt is a black and white pattern. She has on a white shirt and black pants. I mean, she looked so cool, and I just threw up my hands, and I said, I love your hat. And so she came running up to me and grabbed my hand, said, I love yours too, and I love your outfit.
I saw you earlier.
And just had a little bit of a moment, in Costco.
And I said, did you get her number?
Brad was just totally mystified that, you would talk to somebody. That you didn't. He said, did you? No, I didn't know her. So anyway, yeah, I'm sure that there are people that, anyway, found this little thing that says, I am my art. And I really think that that's true. And I got to read you this little thing that says, it was attached to it.
What?
If you have no critics, you'll likely have no success.
True that. I'm very motivated by some critiquing.
Mariah a lot more than I am. I'm just terrible, and I just kind of like think it's their problem. On the other side of this, it says, and how about another fortune? Well, if you didn't like that one, right? Okay. So you can go to this place, secondfortune.com.
Yeah.
Who knew? Mariah said, oh, they all say that, Mother. Well, I told her, I said they do not, because look at this one, it doesn't. But I think maybe I cut it off because it had to fit onto the, I tape them up here on the thing. Be prepared to modify your plan. Chinese fortune cookie. You heard it here.
Think we copyright that? I mean, could we put it on a shirt? I think it'd be all right. Especially if we say, be prepared to modify your plan while unfurling art. Or
you could just put the credit Chinese fortune cookie.
Chinese fortune cookie.
I think that makes it even better.
/ PM Artist Studio. Thursday Thoughts.
Thursday Thoughts. Okay, now here's another one. Now, I didn't even tell Mariah about this because I knew she'd probably just
saw your milk
pitch
carton.
A hissy fit. Okay, so, Xandra, can you get that other little card over there that she gave me?
This one?
Yeah. Okay, she sent me this cute card, all right? And it has this whole little scene on it.
It's adorable.
And it's so dang cute. Okay, so she sent me this, and it was just brown. It was this color right here, all over. I think she just sent it because she wanted me to do something.
She was enticing you.
She was. I'm going to send it back to her.
Because she wants another one, but she didn't know how to put it all together.
I don't.
And then she's like, can you do that? I'm like, I'm not really into that. Maybe Sandra will.
But she has this cute tree, and she's got all these cute things. And look at this on the outside.
She wants another one to match her other door.
Branches. No, I want a whole house.
Wow.
So here's the thing. I will send you the materials to make the house. But see, look, I've got it figured out. I learned this by making my box. I can take that away now. Sorry. Stick it.
I was wondering what that was for.
Like a little red.
Uh-huh. Hello, Anne.
Lipstick. Okay. So remember the little round thing that I made. So if I want this to fit on for a lid, all I've got to do is put a big fat cardboard thing all the way around, and then it'll fit right down on there just like a real lid. And then this, you take this off, and this can be, I didn't think of this. Actually, I saw somebody do this. A very charming, I think it was Chinese because she was definitely speaking a language I did not understand, but she was so cute, and her voice was so wonderful. I listened to it even though I didn't understand a single word she said. It was so cute. Oh, she had a little chimney and she had everything on here. And it was all black and white and her drawings that she had put onto
I think I know who
milk carton.
I think I know who you're talking about. She used to post in some of the other groups.
Anyway, I even saved my color swatch for you, Xandra. If you're watching this later now, you just let me know because I'm very much into sending you things to make a house. And I'm going to use this with my I'm not going to make it into a house. I just thought of that for Xandra because I think that she likes to do it and we really love it. And I think it would be very cute. And she wouldn't even have to send it back to me. She could just keep it and send me pictures and I'd be happy.
She's got ideas, this one.
Okay. Now, paint. Oh!
That was the chair, by the way.
Look at this. Look at this.
I know, Jamie, I saw her earlier. She's saying that she's going to need some of those swatch stickers because she just is making a purchase of some Lucas Krill.
75% off. I mean, this because this is beautiful paint. I mean, it really is. I just don't like the chalkiness of it. But I do use it straight out of the tube sometimes. I just don't really like it.
Yeah.
All right, here's what it looks like. And so here's what I did to it. Oops. Separate these. And you can see, I'm going to show you the bottoms. They're little hoop-de-doo things. Now, you have to understand, I made these transparent because I added
Hello, Angela.
Liquitex Professional Slow Dry Gel Medium. Right? Everybody got that?
Yeah.
But that's why this is more transparent. When you use it straight out of the tube, it's pretty much like, and I just cut this out of the lid up here and glued it onto the top. But I have this indigo, and I really, you know, I don't know what the difference between indigo and Prussian. Oh, sorry, Mariah's pointing me. Indigo and Prussian, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I like both of them. But this is a good one too. So I mix these up, and I hope to use those. I don't know if I will use those today. But I wanted to make sure you understand they don't come like this. This is my version of said.
She's mixed it up.
I mixed it up.
Into the Lucas Krill style mix. You know, the other...
And here's the beige.
Yeah.
4009 is the beige. And it's pigment. It's not... I think that's one of the reasons it's such...
Well,
it is just beautiful paint. Okay, I have to set this someplace. Let me sit it on my mouse.
Where did you get those on sale? Is that Jerry's, right?
Jerry's
Artarama.
Hopefully, it'll still be on sale.
And any of y'all ordering or whatever, if they have a little notes section, tell them PM Artist Studio sent you. Maybe if they get enough of those, though.
Well, what I love about Cheap Joe's is they always send... It's not handwritten.
So was that Cheap Joe's or Jerry's Artarama?
That was Jerry's.
Okay, just didn't want people getting confused.
Okay. Exactly. Okay, I don't really need this.
Okay, and Eddie says Jerry's still on sale. Perfect.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now what's next? I've got to show you, because I promised Miriam I would do this. And I was in her live stream today. and I really, I was there. I just, by the time I get ready to comment on, or send a comment through,
it takes her forever to say. Well, and then
the moment has passed.
Well, and she wants me to teach you how to talk to the thing.
Oh, well, if it's like that silly,
she'll get mad at it. Is.
What's her name?
Siri. Yeah.
Yes, Siri does not understand me. We've had bad words, mostly from me. Siri just says, "Sorry, you feel that way," and I'm like, "You don't really feel you're sorry."
I don't. You're insincere, Siri.
Okay. Did I show you this one already?
No.
No, it's on Instagram.
No, well, it isn't yet. You'll see it. I'm going to do that one as a poll, but I don't care. Like, you guys should get, like, first see of things when you show up to the stream.
Look at that.
But remember, that was the crackle that was on the plate for, like, weeks.
Yeah, and I kept not using it.
And it was even on the plate whenever you were, when Brad and I did the stream.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Yeah, and I told you, don't use
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm not using that crap.
Man.
I'll get in trouble.
But look at that. Isn't that fabuloso? And then, and this kind of needs, I'll talk about that in a minute. But look at this one, Miriam. This was just the gunk that was on there. And then I dabbed this on. Dabbed it with the
Oh, thank
sponge.
you, Eddie. Yeah, I know I'm back on track, and P's been doing polls, so there'll be more.
And then this is a brayer off with scrape-offs from my experiment. I didn't waste anything. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That's
and I have to tell you my method here. Because, and dadgummit, I wish Fran, you know, I kind of learned this stuff from Fran, how to do a quick, well, so what you do is you don't necessarily have to tape down your artwork. But look at that, isn't that cool too? That is a, you know, this one. And then, where is the other one? My goodness, I lost the rub off.
No.
Well, I have a rub. Maybe that's the one that I printed over. Oh, it probably is. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind.
You already printed over it?
I already printed, yeah, I printed over it. But, what I wanted to say is this. When you put your, now you can tell, I really, oh, and I want to talk about this too. Can you see this?
Can you see it? Ooh, I can see that. What did you do there?
Glue.
Oh,
glue. You knew as soon as I, because
she's had some time on her hands, hasn't she?
Okay, so what you do is you get a piece of cardboard that's the same size or bigger, preferably bigger if you're messy. And then you line it up to wherever it is that you want. And I'm not going to worry about this.
Yeah, please don't.
And then you tape this down. So then you can lift this up and look where else you need to do your dabbing.
Oh, yeah. Why that seems very simple. Why, yeah.
I know, but you know, sometimes.
And I'm sure we've seen other people do it.
I saw Fran do it. That's how I know how to do it. Fran did it. Okay. So, now I'm going to get to those. But I want to just...
All are great, and thank you. Yes, Miriam's all are great. She's been enjoying the, you know.
I really, you know, and I told Mariah.
Flour Dash, a.k.a. Lemon Biscuits.
Lemon and Biscuits. That's what I call it. I think.
We need to a.k.a. that, Brad. If you want to go in the shop, can you do that real quick, please? Just do the a.k.a. Lemon Biscuits.
Now, I already showed this one, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did I show this one?
Sort of.
I think I showed this part. But then when I came back in, because this area here just kind of went muckledy, and there wasn't really anything there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had some white areas, and what I did is I took my clean out mixture here, which is this is where I just dump all my paint together when there's just, I wash out the bottles and dump it and put it in here. And this is what I used to kind of take the white away around the edge where it, you know, hadn't shown. I just think this is absolutely like the shiznit. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and print over this. I don't know if it'll be today.
Okay.
But we shall print over that. Now, this little jobber, I want to use this too because...
All right, now you got to hold that up into the technology. Slow down a little bit. And look at this little bit of... I had some time on my hands.
I was trying to get my tip cleaned out. I cleaned Mariah's out and hers worked great.
Yeah.
And now mine's not.
I guess it's the universe saying we only have one working glue.
I couldn't even get my little silver tip off, and I soaked it in hot water.
Yeah?
It's glued on. Or, you know, I might have, you know, done a really heavy-duty cram it on there kind of thing.
Yes, it's glitter glue. Yeah, the art glitter glue.
Mm-hmm. And the reason that is you can get that kind of fine line design stuff there is because it comes out in a little tiny... Yeah, see how nice and clean Mariah's is and everything?
I mean, it's shiny and everything.
But you should have seen I understand why it wasn't working.
I had put the wrong pin in it. And if you don't have the right pin...
Stainless steel rather than iron, because the iron rusts.
Then it gets rusty and clogs it.
Cloggy.
It turns your...
I want to print this and see what happens.
Oh, yes. Gonna do that now?
Not right now.
No? But maybe today?
Maybe today.
Okay.
Maybe. But now I have to show you all of my... And you all will be so proud of me. I put notes on everything.
That is the brand. I know. It's so weird. So, yeah, Tracy, it's... Yeah, the art glitter glue.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Well, I messed up on this one. It's either yellow iron oxide or transparent red iron oxide.
Okay.
And remember our thing about transparent and translucent we were talking about? I guess the transparent is because that's what they label it. And of course, you know, and watercolors are designated by the word transparent. They don't use translucent. So it's just verbage.
Verbage. Could you please show them the Floetrol, whatever?
I will. I'm going to demonstrate it.
Oh, fantastic. Even better.
But I have these. The reason I did the plates ahead of time is because they're very sticky and it takes a long time for them to dry. So I wanted to have something that we could go ahead and add on to see, you know, like this. Isn't that cool looking? See? Lemons and biscuits, Miriam.
Lemons and biscuits.
Lemons and biscuits. And I have a whole bunch of them here. Well, this is one of my first ones, and it was a total... Okay, so I mixed Prussian Liquitex Soft Body. That's the little squatty jars, right? I feel like I'm going to start sneezing in a minute. And that will not be good. Okay, here we are. Prussian Blue. And this stuff here. And Mariah said she was sure that Fran had used this at some point.
Yes.
So, you can check with that and see, you know, what she did. I don't remember seeing it. But that doesn't mean, you know, that I didn't. I might not even have known what she was doing. Flow Improver by Winsor & Newton. I imagine that there are others that do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Tracy, I just put in a link, an affiliate link, if you guys want to use it. You know, very much appreciate it. For a starter set, because it has the bigger, like, 240 milliliter, you know, 8 ounce, sorry. The 8 ounce big jar. Remember when we very first ordered? We got that. The big jar, and then it came with one of the little ones. And actually, we've ordered that twice. That's how we ended up with these two little ones.
Oh,
because
yes.
then you fill it up with the big one, and then it comes with the little metal tip and the right pin. So it's the whole full little set.
Yeah, and you need to order them in the summertime. They don't send them in the wintertime because if it freezes, it messes them up.
Yeah.
This is what you get. And it is pricey, but you know what?
It lasts for a long time.
It lasts for a long time. And it doesn't... I just like how it comes out and it stays where you put it. And it's not ooshy smushy.
Oh, and see, Chris even says the glitter glue set would be a great deal. Yeah, her smaller cup didn't come with the metal tip. Yeah, it's a great set because you just get the whole little thing, and you're good to go.
Okay, so this one is also, I'm pretty sure, the Prussian blue.
Anthony.
What is it?
Anthony is here.
Oh, has he thought about my colored pencil project?
Dear Lord, Anthony,
I
reach
saw
out
another
to the
guitar.
Yeah. He's gonna stop coming because he's like,
I know, because I'm always nagging him about something. It's, you know, a honeydew thing.
Yeah.
Honeydew this, honeydew that. All right, so I'm just kind of still learning about what this stuff does. I really, Yupo.
Oh, hey, sorry, because I just thought about it.
Okay.
The showing it over the white and the black paper.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was, again, seems like something that's just so easy peasy. Like, oh my God, why didn't we think of this so much sooner? But she had some black paper. I think, right, you just kind of were like, oh.
Well, the other thing is, you know, if you're going to use a dark color, then you just put it down like that.
Yeah.
And you can test it out.
It's a nice thing about the acrylic.
Yeah, minus the...
Yeah, hers is a little gooked up, but...
Yeah, well, okay, well, we've got some gooky stuff there. But you can see right away, it tells you that if you went really dark, that turquoise would still show up because remember, first on, first off. First on, first see. So, you know that's going to happen. I need to get this out of here because I think this is really nice.
I love that.
Miriam, I want you to pick one of those and I'll send one to you. And also we're very interested in that stencil that you demonstrated.
Oh, she knows. She's already got it into Dropbox for us and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, she's on top of things.
All right.
She showed a really cool stencil today.
Oh.
And we're like, we haven't
all
seen
this
that.
nose stuff is just driving me crazy. Okay, but now, the other thing is if you don't have papers painted or anything, you just happen to have some of this poopy tissue paper. But really, you know, it comes under the same category as that tape that doesn't stick.
Oh, Anthony's having 10% off of everything. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. So you know that if you want contrast, well, obviously, black would be good with that. But you can see over here on the white still. So this is a medium range value that any way you go is going to be good. Okay? And I'll get rid of this now because...
And Anne wants to know, would it be possible to have you make a list of recommended Lucas colors to get during the sale?
Definitely the beige, especially, you know, if you want to do this.
Everything else is just bonus.
Bonus. The alizarin, wonderful. You see what color it is?
Are y'all writing this down?
You can have this go out to a really pretty pink using white with it, or putting more of the matte medium. And right now, this is also a good time to get the, remember that extra heavy duty? Because that's what I used in these. Extra heavy duty. Okay.
The extra heavy duty, what are you talking about?
Extra heavy duty gel medium from Liquitex.
Was it?
Yeah, it has the slow dry gel medium.
Okay, that's the one that has the purple label on it.
And Amsterdam extra heavy gel medium. They have it. This I used gloss.
Oh, Deb has her eye on the Prussian pastos, but now she showed indigo and decisions. We cannot help you with them.
If you already have Prussian blue, go ahead and get some of this indigo because it really is pretty. It's really pretty.
Does that help, Deb?
Pretty paint. Look at that.
It is gorgeous.
All right, I'm hoping to use some of that. Now, I'm kind of staying away from these. I want to use these just by themselves. I don't want you to think that you have to have that in order to make this work. I'm just going to use regular paint for this little job.
Yeah.
And the one that I found works the best is this stuff. For whatever reason, it just does. I tried the heavy oh, and I should show you this. I am rather proud of this one. Look at this. Gold! And I just really wish that you could... can you see it? It actually has a little loft.
Well, I think this is why the paint pour people like it, because it does that.
Because it makes everything running.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Paul is in charge of the naughty chair. Let's all just be honest about that.
Is she already in trouble?
I don't know. She's saying things. People are like, that's what the chair is for, Eddie, my dear. I don't know yet.
All right. Now, I don't know if there's any right way or wrong way to do this. Now, I've already used that. I'm going to use, let's use a little of our quinacridone burnt orange in the soft body.
Oh, there you go. So Ann Lar says that she has some flow improver and had no idea what to do with it.
I didn't either. Yeah. I was cleaning out my paints over here.
Take notes.
And I was going, what is this stuff? And why do I have it? And why haven't I used it?
And well, I think it was arrive?
When we got a whole bunch of stuff at once. And, okay, you don't need like large quantities. And you do need a pipette. I tried pouring this out there, and that's where that one went clear over the edge, and I had a hell of a mess here.
Pipette.
Pipette. You just need little drops of it. Squirt them out there. Because if you need more, you can always come back and put some more. But, you know, it's hard to suck it up once you... Well, you can.
Yeah.
But then your pipette's all. Whatever. Now, I've tried rolling it, but I really like, and you can roll it, but I really like doing the mussing it about.
Mussing about.
Mussing it about with your, and just kind of remember to keep your point from poking in. Just, you know, using the heel. But see what, it just starts already, it's that little wonderfulness of...
Well, you could probably even use a little silicone spatula if you were worried about poking your plate.
You certainly can, and I have a knife up there somewhere. I just didn't like it quite as well because, and I'm not poking it in, I'm being very gentle. Because I would not want to damage my plates. That would make me very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad. Now, I'm just kind of trying to do a little framey thing here, kind of like, I'm trying to think of the watercolor artist that, Arthur Dove, maybe, used to kind of do that little frame within a
I don't know.
frame kind of thing.
I don't know how you remember all that.
I don't either. Well, I don't. And so then you can just come through and do a squishy thing and see, look what happens. Now you don't, you can put your paper down, but this is what happens when you put your paper down. All of your really pretty squishy stuff goes away in a big blob.
Yeah, too much.
So this would be one of those things where you kind of just want to back off and let it dry to get that textured effect. Voila! How about that?
And now, like the cooking show, we're going to pull out the ones that have dried. Because this takes a while.
It baked a while, so we can use those. We'll put this away. Sometime tomorrow it'll be dry.
That one is a little murdery.
A little bit. And you always want to look at this side. Now, you do want to be careful because
it's drippy.
It will drippy. It's not a...
It's in the name. Flow.
Flow.
It will flow.
It improves the flow. Okay, now why is that not fitting? Oh, it doesn't go there. All right, let me bring this one out.
Can you use... Yeah. I think it's the same kind of stuff.
All right, now, I lied to you.
Yeah.
This is this. So you can see it's completely different kind of thing going on here.
You gonna sneeze?
I feel like I'm going to. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to just make it go away. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And then, of course, I had a little bit of a leaf thing going on there.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Sonia says, now I know what to do with my pour paint that I have mixed up.
Yes, you can use that gum stuff. And if you want to thicken it up, just get you some of that heavy body Amsterdam stuff.
You think? I kind of wonder what is the point at which, like, too many mediums.
I do not have the answer to that, but that would be an interesting
We want to know. So if, you know, if anyone wants to take on that.
Let us know if you can tighten it back up. Okay, so we want to turn this over. And I mean, we don't even have to put down the black paper. We pretty much know we got to go light here.
Yeah, so Becky, all she did was just, if you're using like the Floetrol, what is yours called? Because it's not Floetrol like brand name.
It's called Flow Improver.
Okay, I believe that's the same stuff. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong.
It maintains no color shift. I don't know what that means.
Words. Basically, all she did was put the regular paint, just any of your regular paints, not like, you know, pour paint. Pour paint, I believe, already kind of has that stuff in it.
But you can make it go more like that by using
right,
this
you can use your regular paints, but all she did was put a drop. It's like a drop to a drop, and that's why she used the pipette to go ahead and put that flow extender stuff down. Tracy says it retains its pigment.
Retains its pigment
is what that means. It doesn't shift the color.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like my hat went kind of south or something there. Moved my head. It's driving me crazy because my hair's sticking up in there at a weird angle. You know, it's like when you sleep on it wrong or something. Is it back to its...
You look fabulous.
Thank you. That was the right answer, too, even if it's not true. I'll look at it later and go, my God, why didn't you say something? Look at me. I look terrible. Okay, so I've already started a little bit with the leaf here just because that was what was on the plate, right?
Yes. I also have a quick interruption and question. Are you going to show the 3 new stencils that are in the shop? Are you going to do anything? You don't have to do anything with them today. I just wanted to make sure people saw them and saw that they were in the shop.
I certainly can. Would you like me to do that before I start this whole process?
Yes, because it seems like then I'm not...
Yes, I think that you're not worried about it, and I'm not worried about, you know, doing my famous, I forgot.
Oh, Floetrol is used to for paint sprayers to help flow through nozzles.
Oh.
There you go. So it makes it really fun.
Really. While still maintaining viscosity that sticks.
I believe so.
Okay. Now, Mariah, is this the one I'm supposed to have?
But I think that the Floetrol is what Fran was using.
Oh.
I believe it does similar.
It's got to be almost the same thing.
It's very similar.
It's just like shoe sizes. Can we just get together on the same page here? And just make them all, if it's a size 6, it needs to be X amount of inches. And not any of this, you know. I mean, remember when I bought Izzy size 9?
I tell you, kids' shoes are really confusing. Because it could be, do you want, it goes, anyway, it's very confusing.
All right. Christy Hartman.
Correct. These are the additional...
that I needed in order to do my long haul with the flowers, and I certainly I don't know that I'll be able to do that and I love the ones that you did, by the way. The metallic gold ones, absolutely fabulous.
And Christy is back.
Yes, she is. I welcomed her back. Okay, well, what is this cute little thing here?
This is from Judy P.
Oh my goodness, it's film rolls.
It is.
Where's my paper?
Yes, that's helpful.
Isn't that cute? Oh, and you could have movie tickets over on the side. Can't you just see thematically?
Oh, she's already had some other ideas about some things to maybe correspond with it later on, so.
Oh.
Yes.
Very cute.
I think they would actually be really great for even the shadow technique.
Oh, yes. Well, and see, and here's the thing. I love the whole idea of these like they are. But if you wanted to just take that little part right there and just use that little part, you can. Oh, and Judy, I have to tell you, I forgot to show you. I found some of your stuff that you sent, and the little long piece that you did faces on with your wonderful impasto technique and the wonderful metal looking. I made a tag out of that, and I put your note, your sweet note. Now, the skin that you sent and signed has been absorbed into the mask. I know I will find it, and I will put it in I made a little tag out of the envelope that you sent.
There you go.
So, it's all in there ready to go. Oh, and look at this.
Now, those are the 5x7s. They're both of them that are there. But
okay, so they have 3. Then the big one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think there's lots of possibilities with the film reels.
Yes,
I think there's some fun things that can happen with that for sure.
Lots of possibilities. All right, Mariah, I might have to have the air conditioner back on.
Well, then we need Brad to do it, or I can grab it. I'll go do it over there.
No, here. I'll show you. Just grab my phone. It's all charged up.
Wonderful.
Oh, look, there's a little Thursday tag for me. I should just save those and send them and recycle.
Yes.
All right, what do we have here, Mariah?
Cubits. And these,
Cubits.
These are from Rhonda Donna. Sorry, my little brain.
Oh, very Frank Lloyd Wright.
Aren't they fantastic? They are. She's got some other cool
I
things coming up the pipeline too. I
can think of some others that would go really well with this. And you know the whole thing about And Elizabeth St. Hilaire says this also. Using a straight line geometric with your curved lines.
Very fun.
Is so much fun. And we have lots of them that just came out. The wallflowers.
Oh, yes.
Would be wonderful with this. The carnation one with all the little splotty things on it. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost like you're creating a window. But look here. Shift that around. Have a little frame with your frame.
This is kind of one where, you know, I don't know that you necessarily need all three, but
you need at least two.
Yes.
And if you're going to go with it, I would go with the big one without the edges. Simply because you get more mileage.
Yeah. I mean, but of course, it depends on what plate size you have.
Yeah, well, this is very true. It's very true. Okay, now I'm going to send that back to you so that you can use it again and again. And I am going to get to the reptiles and the others. I just, you know, anyway. I just got onto this, y'all. And I got a little sidetracked, I will admit. A little sidetracked by this, and I just thought, you know, this is something that everyone can use. Even if you don't necessarily even have to have a stencil. But this is where you can take these little jobbers, these little tiny ones, you know, all of those. Now, what you do have to be careful. See what I just did?
Mm-hmm. Especially happens on a brand new stencil.
Yes. And I don't know if you could put powder on these. You know, like put a little powder.
But part of the thing is you kind of want it to stick.
You want it to stick down there. But anyhow, it's going to pull up a little bit. Just, you know,
it is what
know
it is.
that ahead of time, and that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still going to be good because I want that to go through there. All right, where's my Powsie, my favorite Powsie sponge?
Aw, we're glad you're here, Gretchen.
This one's still wet, so I don't think I want to use that. But you can see that I was using a lot of this color. Really, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And I did use it straight out of the tube, but I want to use something else. Okay, let's try a little, get some different colors
now,
out.
Hold that up there. Show people what you're using. There we go.
This is the Venetian Red.
Utrecht.
By Utrecht. And I think, except, you know, the Chinese red, this is so funny, is almost exactly the same color. I just think it's interesting that
you keep buying the same paint, just different brand.
Except this is really different because this is more, it's less opaque.
Yeah.
And what I do is I always put white out here when I'm doing this technique, because inevitably I'm going to use some white. So I might as well just get it out there from the get-go.
Yeah?
Now the other thing that I didn't use was metallics, and that was, and if I use metallics I want to stay away from the white, because the white
dulls them out.
And you just wasted your...
Yeah.
I might use a little of that, except that's open, and I really don't want that. That's open. Don't want that.
I'm stepping away for just a second.
I have all my opens, and they're all kind of mixed in, and and that's open. All right, here, let's get a little of this out here, because this is another opaque paint, and I think I did mix one over here with using these two colors. I like the colors that they make. But this way I can make it a lighter. I can add some of this to that and make it darker. In this case, I'm probably going to want to go lighter, I think. I don't know. Just depends. I am going to go ahead and put white out here. We'll save this one and we'll do metallics on that one. But we'll just have that on a separate thing so we don't get them mixed in and mussed up. And I give them a little distance. It doesn't matter. I love these yogurt tins, and I like the black ones better than the white ones because, I don't know, the color just seems to show up better, and it certainly works better for metallics.
Are y'all learning things?
You learning things?
About which yogurts to buy?
And this little thing right here is I don't know why it's my favorite. Number one, these sponges are very dense.
These are the fancy ones, right?
Yeah, these are, yeah, the ones that, okay, who sent them to me?
I knew you were, why, I can't keep track of everybody all the time. I can't remember.
Well,
I want to say it was Joni. Joni, did you, I think she sent the spongy things.
Well, they are much appreciated. Now what we're going to do before we move along, I told you that would be kind of a nice little terracotta color. See that? It's just kind of peeking through there a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's very watercolory, this one.
Yes. And what I love about these little tiny leaves is that they would kind of get lost on.
Oh, Joni sent the one with the handles.
The one with the handles.
Oh, they come with the pan pastels. These are the type of sponges that come with them.
Oh. Well.
Might have been Jamie then. Jamie?
Somebody sent me these,
yes.
And I don't know if they sent them the same time as they sent the. The reason I don't like the handled ones so much is that the sponge is too porous.
Too spongy, or too, yeah.
It's not dense. These are so, I mean, you know, you can see that they're just almost rubber.
Yeah, they're very, yes, they're very thick.
All right, now we're going to incorporate. We're going to try.
Jacqueline did.
Jacqueline, thank you.
Thank you.
Because I'll tell you what, I use these little boogers all the time, and I do rinse them out.
Yeah, yes. Normally she wouldn't do that with ones. She doesn't really.
What I do is I stick them in my jar over here. Can you see where I've?
Yes.
Right away.
Well, and those are the little jars that. What did you get at Costco that came in those? It was like the flan type stuff. I don't like flan. It's a little too gooey.
Oh. I saved it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? I did get a little bit of it.
And you know what, Gretchen? You can actually find some makeup sponge. Because remember, there was that packet that we had that some of them were the more dense ones. But some of like it was kind of all kinds.
I'm trying to make a really light lavender here.
Yeah, and I don't know if P kept the packaging of those.
Didn't.
But yeah, maybe Jacqueline can tell us. She'll remember.
I did not keep the packaging, which is, I apologize for that. I really, you know, I'm thinking about a lot of things after the fact.
You're making me nervous.
What, you're worried that I'm going to mess up the other one?
Yeah.
I'm going to start sneezing.
I know.
And
I
that's
see you.
Worrying me more than...
Because once she starts, it just goes for a while.
It's a marathon.
And it's loud.
I'll probably move the camera. Get more into my pink range here. The nice thing about this paint is it dries rather quickly so that you can, you know, be pouncing right next to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Trish, we love your work.
What?
Oh, she's feeling real down.
Oh, why are you feeling down?
We love your work.
I do. It just tickles me to no end.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me smile every time. And I know I've written that down on the comments, but sometimes I don't. I just smile and move on. And I really should. Okay, I'm going to call it. We'll put
because you're about to, keep putting more on there. You are going to bump up to one of them and mess it up.
I'm going to muss it up.
That was beautifully done, though. Your pouncing was perfection.
Wasn't it? Now here, I've already done this one, but what I'm going to do over the top of this one is some leaves in darker.
Ooh.
I know. I've been thinking about this, looking at these, and you don't know how I wanted to do it so bad, but I knew Mariah would be so mad at me.
Like, yay, I love it when you do things off stream.
Just love it, Mom.
That's beautiful.
Be really nice if we knew how to do that now. And see, what's nice about the housing is you can come in and kind of add a bit of, you know, variety to the mix there. And oh, I hope I don't pull up stuff here. Please, 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 please. Oh,
but everything was pretty dry there.
Oh, yes.
Very nice. These are Carrie's leaves. That come with the rose set of strippers.
Now y'all be thinking about what color we should pull this with.
Anne says that you need a 1-800 emergency line for whenever they have urgent questions.
I know. We've thought about that. And we've thought about a format on how to have questions like submitted.
Well, yeah, so that, because, you know, that one day when Colleen had asked the question, and then, you know, a bunch of other people, and then it was a most fantastic question and answer kind of thing.
It was. And I just was like, oh. So, okay, now look, I've already put some birds on here.
Some birds? What birds did you put on there?
I put the phoenix, just the head.
You like the phoenix head.
I like the phoenix head. The one that sort of looks like it's, you know,
yeah, kind of nipping back.
Silhouetted by the moon.
Mm.
And I think what we're going to do here is we're not going to get carried away with that. We're just going to put a little bit of this in here to help bring that bird out. And what's nice about this is, you know, you can come back and blend those edges with the other end of that. If you get after it right away.
Yeah. Ooh,
works
that looks
better. Let's turn it over and see what it's looking like. Look at that.
Contrast.
Now, what if it's getting a little bit dry, your paint? Now, you don't want to get too carried away because you don't want it smushy.
No smushy.
No smushy, but sometimes I do like to get a bit of water on there because I can, if it sticks when I put it down, you know, kind of goes.
Because that means things could start pulling up.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get crazy with the water either because it breaks down your paint.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you, Mariah. That was exactly what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get stickiness going on there.
Anne says, here's a question. Is heavy body a good one for a pull layer? Yes.
Absolutely.
Because it's thick. And you want something that... The ideal pull paint, I believe, is one that is going to take a little bit of time to dry.
And is sticky enough that it's going to really
adhere to those layers of paint that are already there. In fact, why you want something that is going to be kind of, that's going to stay wetter longer, is that it actually then activates that layer that it's closest to a bit, makes it stickier, which then pulls everything up.
All right, now I'm just coming in with a wet brush.
I don't know, that's a very good idea.
And blending out.
Hey, Devin.
Some of these areas. If it gets too dry, it's not going to do that, but you do have a little window of opportunity here.
Oh yeah, and your long haul with the peacock swirls. Awesome.
Okay, and this is kind of cool too. Do you see what's happening there with that? You know, it's getting, because it's
oh, Wendy likes this idea of a Q&A video for when we are away.
Okay, I'm going to leave that.
Yeah. We are going to, like, when we do the vacation videos and the streams that we are going to do, it will be a small invitation to those of you that are part of Loverly and Mucky Muck. So even if you just signed up for that particular month, that will be cool too.
You wouldn't have to make a long-term commitment.
Right, you don't have to make a long-term commitment, but those of you that already have, just know that coming up in June and July, there will be special streams that you guys will be invited to.
I'm just really liking this kind of plummy violet. I don't know why. It's not really. But I think it's a nice foil for the... And I've already put down another stencil there. Can you see the other one?
And the Arty Perk members here on YouTube as well. Any Arty Perk members are going to be invited. But yes, that would be good because we'll probably have, you know, obviously smaller numbers in there. And then that way you guys can help with answering because we don't know everything.
You know, as I get older, there was one point.
The more I know, the less I know.
Yes. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know that this is even going to show up, the ones that I'm doing here. But why not? I mean, I've already committed to my paint here. And Charmin, thank you. That nice things that you wrote about.
Oh my God, made me cry. Yep. It's like we say thank you to you, and then we get another and it's just like woo.
Okay, I do not know how much of that's going to show through, but we're gonna give it a go.
It looks fantastic on that side. Show that side one more time. Looks great. You won't see that on the other side.
You won't see this on the other side. I'm hoping some of it is going to come through. But you know, what the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck? Okay, now here's one. This one has a lot of open space here. My eyes are watering. My nose is running. My throat is tickling.
Oh, Colleen, so as far as having a hotline to ask someone, that's what the group is all about. That is very true. We have so many knowledgeable people. You usually get a response from several knowledgeable people. Yes.
You do. And if it's a specific question and you just think that I might somehow or other have an answer that somebody doesn't have or whatever.
I usually come along and give a thumbsy up. So I love the lovies. I love the
Mariah
lovies.
will let me know. She says,
yeah, you need to go answer that.
You need to
participate
take care
in
of your people. They're asking questions.
Especially when you guys ask like specifically like for P. I'm like, people are needing you. So, you know,
just like
you can do like a P alert. That's Patricia.
Yes.
Alert.
P alert.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Take a photo of the working side. Frame it.
Oh. See what?
Yes. So
Gretchen
says, do we ever add a dry time extender to any paint? In fact, all of those pastos paints, yes, there is a retarder in there because that makes them better.
More better. All right. Now, I think when we put something behind that, like a...
I love that.
I don't know. Here, let me get my paper over here.
Oh, and then Anthony did say that he has some smaller Barons available.
Ah. There you go. And I'm thinking, I haven't done it yet, Anthony, putting a sock on one of the ones that you sent for when I do the tissue paper and this really wet tissue paper, and I don't want to
put some of the felty stuff.
But I don't want it to be permanent. I want to be able to take it off and wash it. Or just trade it out.
Oh.
Because I think it's going to get, it will eventually.
I gotcha. You need like a little, a Bear and Cozy.
I do.
A washable Bear and Cozy.
Here, look what I did on this one. I want to pull this with, you see, this is carnations.
Okay, one other question. P, on that last one, don't you think the stuff will show? Could you do a quick pull that usually take off the last few layers off? Okay, well, so what she's talking about is, so with this, remember,
this
that
was
first
dry.
Yeah, already dry. So quick pulls really aren't gonna.
Can't do that.
Oh, but as far as what was there, I think on the last one, the red one that we were kind of chuckling about, I think a lot of that, because she's doing this Powsie technique, probably you weren't gonna get a good quick pull off of that either, because it's some's dry, some's not.
And I think what would happen was it would pull up all of the sticky stuff that's on there from this stuff. But I don't think it would pull up the one I just put down.
Yeah.
Because it's in between wet and dry. That's what I think. I don't know that for sure. All right, we're going to try. I just can't stand it.
We need a knitter to make cozies. We do. I'm sure that we have a few.
We do
knitting.
have
Yes.
some of those.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give my stuff a little spray here so that it's not getting all...
Oh, yes, Violet could definitely crochet some.
Oh, absolutely.
And it would be interesting to see, like, after a while, if it did build up on there, kind of like your crazy, you know, the wipey papers that end up with all the lines and everything.
Yeah.
Could be kind of cool. You get, like, a pack of 5 or something. Becky teaches knitting.
You know, I'm not a knitter. I'm a crocheter. I don't... The reason I don't knit is because I don't feel like I can be...
I am not offering up my Diane wants me to... She says, use that crochet bit I sent you for a cover, Mariah.
No.
No. See, I have it right behind here. See?
I was going to always put something else on it
I love
to make it
looking at
into a hat. That's really what Mariah wanted. Was a hat. Hat from that.
I do want a hat from that. I want to wear it.
So, Anthony, how big are the smaller ones?
You're killing me with a sneeze a bit.
I know, it just keeps tickling and running, and I'm holding out, Mariah.
I know. I'm proud of you, but I'm just, I'll look over there and I'm waiting for the
big blow?
Yeah.
I can rattle the windows. Well, I love the blue.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
The rest of it is not too terrible. Hey, it's kind of like what Miriam said today. You know, sometimes the things you do, they don't work.
Yeah.
But how are you ever going to know that unless you do it?
Oh, and I need to put Anthony's link to his store. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just hanging out.
All right. I think we need, I'm going to...
Just hanging out.
See if we can... I'm just using these because I have them out here.
All right, there's Anthony. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, or if you've come into the stream and you're like, what? Anthony Cody is the Baron Maker. That is the link to his Etsy shop, where you can purchase these awesome Barons and other things. He makes bowls and all kinds of things.
Yeah. Do you want me to send the pencils?
You ready for them pencils, Anthony? Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness. Bye, Mary.
Bye, Mary.
Thanks for hanging.
We'll catch you later. I love it when people say goodbye and they don't just like go away and
I'm terrible at that. Though.
And
Don't talk about that.
I
do that.
You sneak off?
I do. Well, sometimes like I don't want to mess up what people are doing.
Oh, I don't know if I believe that or not. Well, that was kind of less than impressive, wasn't it?
I was
under-impressed. I think we either need to go dark or stay at home.
Yeah. You need to pump up that contrast.
Yeah, I do. Okay, where? There we are. Little Prussian blue hue.
Oh, there you go. Kathy says you could use a soft, like a car, like a little chamois, you know, chamois thing.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't that what it was called, like chamois? To cover the bear and then just, you know, put a rubber band around it.
Well, of course.
Now,
I really need to clean up my paint lids so that they go on without, you know, ending up underneath the thing, and I have to,
yeah,
you know, bare my bum to get them back. All right. Yeah. There we go. This little doesn't want to stick down there. That's part of the problem.
And then when they would do those remixes of the guy, that was hilarious.
What is it?
The infomercial for like the ShamWows, and then people would do remixes.
Oh, parodies.
Yes, parodies. Mostly they were remixes. There's a difference.
I don't know. That certainly wasn't titillating my fancy too terribly much. Let's see if see, it's not dry yet. See how it's shiny? Not dry.
Takes a while.
Takes a while. Well, what do we have here? Oh, that's not ready. Just did that one. Oh, gold.
Yeah.
We have gold. We must make this one very extra special. Because this is just wonderful.
SWL would like to see a poll.
Who?
She wants to see a poll.
Oh. Okay.
Think anything's going to pull?
Yeah. Well, why don't I get this down first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this down. And let's do some... What?
She says, if this technique, it's killing me to wait. She needs to see it. She wants to see what's happening.
I'm going to mix my purple and my indigo here.
Yes. I think that would be fabulous.
And I'm just doing a strip down the middle here.
I like that.
Because I don't want to... if I pull up some of this gold here, I'm just going to be madder than a wet hand.
That's a saying. Eddie says, the buildup is intense. SWL, stay hydrated. Yeah, this is the other long haul. How long can you wait to see something actually being pulled off the plate?
And see if it's even worth the
effort
to do so. Well, that's why you come here, so that you don't have to subject yourself to this. You can
2 days of
watch it vicariously.
Yeah.
And save yourself a lot of...
Oh, Anthony says that, somebody needs to send him some dogwood wood. He has one in his yard, but he's not chopping it down.
We will check around.
Yeah.
We will ask. You need to talk to your tree person.
I'll send him a message.
I don't like his responses.
I know.
Okay, what are we going to pull this with? We're going to go dark. I don't know. Black is the way to go.
Yes, Gretchen, I'm calling on you. She's raising her hand.
Gretchen, you may speak now.
Yes.
All right, let's turn this over. Let's do the dark trick. Dark or light?
Light.
I don't know. I'm thinking dark.
Well, of course you are.
Because, I mean, look. You can't even see anything over here on the white side.
All right, fine.
Gummit. Okay. Weird color. We need a weird color. We need, don't know. I just... We're going to go black.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, provided I can get this.
Oh, the dairy-eyed, dairy, you know, the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what somebody's suggesting. But you want to go dark, so go dark.
I
don't know. Some other people are saying
yellow in mind for the gold.
Skeptical and contrary.
What is it?
Gretchen says skeptical and contrary. I think she's talking about you.
Oh.
Earlier, when you were.
I feel like
see, she didn't get the whole chat.
Mariah doesn't tell me things.
Dogwood trees don't yield much wood. That's what SWL.
Well, they're kind of skinny little boogers, right?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not robust trees. They only last for a little while.
Is that true?
You know, that should be enough to.
Is that true?
I
don't know if that's true.
Not. They don't grow into, you know, like giant elm trees. They're just little trees.
Mm.
Oh, that's midnight black.
Yeah, look at that. Correct, P. They're native where she lives. I think they're native around here.
I think that they are too.
Are you in Texas?
Hey, the people next door have a dead magnolia.
I don't know if it's dead.
It's dead as hell, Mariah. Well, this kind of looks like, you know, your card flew out the window and fell in the Oklahoma mud.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
All right, pull something.
Not pulling that. Okay, well, oh, look, Miriam.
Oh, this was from the other sheet that she showed earlier.
Yeah.
But they want to see, they want to see one of those.
Well, they're not right.
They're not right yet.
They're not ripened. This is ripened.
Oh, Anthony has a bunch of tulip tree wood, which is in the magnolia family. So he doesn't need our neighbor's dead one.
Well, I'll ask them.
Darcy says, my magnolia has leaves all year long. So if P says it's dead, it probably is.
It doesn't have a single solitary leaf on it. All you see is twigs. I've even thought about going over and just, you know, Eva's always finding the best twigs ever for her Eva Macy, her little collages. And I'm just like, I don't know where she finds her twigs.
She goes on walks.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, and I saw that. I saw that.
I heard that.
We're always trying to get her to go on a walk. She's like, I don't want to go anywhere. It's hot. It's either too hot or too cold. She's happy here.
I am. Oh, here.
Mm. Oh, yes. This is from the last string.
Now, this is this stuff.
Okay.
Crack the edges.
Goodness.
No, this isn't. I'm going to tell you what happened here. I just suddenly remembered this is not that.
Not what?
Well, it is that, but it also... Remember, this is the one...
yeah, I know. It's not your technique that you've been... She's not pulling anything that she did.
No. This is from the other day. Okay, so remember we put down that layer of the kind of...
There, perfect. Thank you. Love it.
Oh, what was it? It was really light. The turquoise. And I said, oh, I can't put anything down because it's too thin and it is not going to stick. So then I took this and put this color down over the top of that.
Oh,
and that is how
it went to this really
navy shiny stuff.
Wow. Okay, so tell that again. So you had put this down.
Remember, you
but
guys
it went
watched
thin.
me do that.
Right. It went kind of thin.
It went thin and really light. And I just said right then, I I can't do that. I can't put
because it wasn't
paper
going
down.
to
It's not going to stick.
right.
So waited for it to dry, and then I wanted to test run my new stuff here, the indigo. So this is on top of this, and it's really, it really is a lot lighter because I brayered it out really light.
Really, and then you still were able to
and
pull
I
it.
was still able to pull it.
Well,
but see, it's got
retarder in it.
Retarder in it.
Well, actually, you have the other stuff in it, right? You said the Liquitex.
Yes, it's got, well, it has the extra heavy gel with the Liquitex Professional
And
Slow Dry Medium.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why it was able to be thin and still pull. Yeah. That's pretty impressive there.
I know, because it was the fourth layer, you realize.
No, the stuff. So P got a bunch of new Pasto, Lucas Krill Pastos paints. And remember, they are very fantastic, but extremely dry, chalky type paint, which is what they're meant to be. But what she does is she squirts it into the little jars and it's like, so the Lucas Krill one that she had before was the beige, and now she has other colors in the pastos, but then she makes the mixes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, they come in the tubes. These things. And this is the one that over on Jerry's.
Yes.
Artarama.
75% off.
75% off. The original price. And that, I mean, I was convinced right there, then and there. Okay, now, what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to go ahead and go dark on this one, too. I really just love this color so much.
we talked about that earlier, Marsha.
What?
Marsha's watching on replay, and she loves it when P wears the necklace that I sent her.
I know, but could I not wear it? Did you hear me say why I was...
Well, and I don't know if Marsha's still if she started, she might be in the beginning, and she's just letting us know that she's watching the replay. So I don't know if she's here now. Let me know, Marsha.
Yeah, I was all jazzed up because I ran into this beautiful tall woman that had black and white on. And when I got home, I told Mariah, I said...
Oh, and then I told her, I really wish...
black and white tomorrow.
Yeah, and I really wish she would have gotten a picture of her and the lady. I mean, Van was standing there. He could have taken a picture.
Not doing anything except, rushing out the door and going off and leaving me. And we went off and left one of our buggies, but they're so sweet there.
They chased him down.
Yeah, I was chit-chatting with the lady with the cool outfit on and left the other buggy. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wonderful. Now, see, and I was very unimpressed with that one.
But look at it.
Yes.
It's like, Izzy makes these things with tubes and flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
So she puts something in there. She's got the eye. She knows what she's doing. She hasn't necessarily accomplished it.
Yeah.
But she says, "Look at that, Gigi," and I mean, you got to say, "Oh yes, honey, that's absolutely wonderful." But we have purple heads with yellow surround and a whole bunch of other smucky. Well, I think that looks absolutely stunning. Mm-hmm. I think I've redeemed myself on that one.
Yeah.
Oh. We're grabbing onto each other here. That looks dry. Okay, now what are we going to pull that with?
Ooh, well, now you made
I think some more of the blue.
Yeah, okay. It's a blue kind of day.
It's a blue kind of day. We're going to have a wonderful green, I predict. And I think it's going to pop that purple right out of there, just like nobody's business.
Pop that purple. Yes, we did post the mix. And so it would be kind of the exact same mix. It's just, with whatever color you want to use.
Yeah.
Oh, and I posted Candy's, how she cuts up, because she did 3 different ways and the sizes and everything. She did it in an Excel spreadsheet. Like, there's math on it and everything. I only did a screenshot. If you guys want detailed stuff, you just reach out or whatever. But, I mean, I was thoroughly impressed. I meant to show it to Brad because he'd be really impressed. But there's 3 different ways she has it cut up to get different sized papers out of the big sheets of the carnival tissue. Yeah, we just cut it up in 4s. That's what we do.
Isn't that interesting?
Yes. But this is how she made those other prints.
Yeah. Oh. Nose situation.
Yeah.
All right, now here we have this little lovely, and I can't do that because I already got this down. I think we're going to go white. What do you think?
It's probably going to give you your best bet there. So.
Yeah,
The beige.
I'm thinking.
The Lucas Krill beige.
Oh, yeah, or I could just go with white.
Oh, sure.
White.
White.
Now, I need to make sure that I've got a black piece of paper here that it's really, I don't know what we're going to use. I guess I can use white. I want to make sure my brayer's clean because I really would like for, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That would have been an awful thing.
Travesty.
There are people that clean their brayers.
There are people that use different color or different brayers. Doesn't Elizabeth St. Hilaire do that? For her different colors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and I slipped my, can you see that? Slipped my finger open, opening my new vitamins with this really fancy little, I don't know, thing around it, you know?
Like the sealant thing?
Well, it wasn't the sealant thing. It was a little thing that goes all the way around and you pull that little tabby thing. Well, somehow or other it took off some, and when I pulled it off, it ripped open my finger. But no, she should sue the company. I really like their vitamins.
Yeah.
Probably be able to buy a whole lot though if I won the lawsuit. I don't have time for that kind of stuff. That takes time, energy, and
Don't be one of those people.
you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, what?
So the reason that Candy did that was she was partly trying to justify the price to buy 460. Actually, I think it's 480, isn't it? Well, give or take 20 sheets or so.
Well,
of the pack, yes.
I kind of think here's what the deal is. Let's just talk about this, okay? I think what you need to do is see how this was down there? Because you can mix this stuff around on top of stuff. Obviously,
You need
to have the light color down and put the dark color over it, or have a dark color down and put the light color over it.
Yes.
Hello. Well, you know, live and learn.
Well, you partially... Here, I'll help you out with your justification. I like to help you out. You were playing with a new
product.
And so there really wasn't, like, you hadn't fully
grasped its qualities.
So that's kind of what you're doing now. You know that.
I know. I could already see somebody saying, you know, I really don't know any more about that product than when we started. But you should, if you watch it again. I think you will.
Yeah, it was a great learning stream. See, that's what Rhonda's helping us out too.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Everybody's helping us with justification.
Justification. Okay, let's get our black paper up here and see what color we need on this one.
I don't think that's it.
I don't believe it is.
Why not gold?
I was thinking the same thing, Mariah.
Seriously?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But not that color, gold. I was thinking about this color.
Oh, or the Dariaride, whatever.
No, quinacridone nicolazo. Because it's sticky, and I've already got some of that on.
If all else fails, it's a great background. That's right.
Amen, sister. You know, that is the attitude that you need to have. It doesn't matter what's happening. If you have something that you can put something else down on, and this may absolutely be
the winner chicken dinner.
Winner chicken dinner.
Once again, proving that all things can be fixed with Nicolazo gold.
Or transparent red iron
oxide.
I wrote that on somebody's comment. I said, a fine glaze will fix almost anything.
If you feel like you've done everything.
I just have so much fun. Well, I don't think
awesome.
You got to really work on finding those flowers, but the rest of it is really brilliant.
Mighty fine crackling looking.
Mighty fine crackle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evie says she has so many great backgrounds.
Hey, sweetie, I have
so does she.
boxes of backgrounds.
That's the ones I'm like, are we ready to get rid of these? Are we still?
Hey, and this is so funny because periodically I'll just go through them, right?
She's like, oh, this is good. This is terrible. Let's print over this.
I know, and I used to think it was like, oh my God, that's
why
precious and wonderful, and I can't do anything of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Mariah.
Yeah.
What about gold?
I'm for it.
Did you see her jump on that one?
I'm for it.
Jump on it like a duck on a Junie bug.
Oh, Charmin says it was her. You said red iron oxide could save anything. Nickel Hazel Gold is my savior. Oh, that's funny. We might be able to pull one of these by the end. We got 15 minutes.
Seriously?
Think one of those is going to be dry over there?
I have some more that I want to jump with. Oh my gosh, look at my brayer. See, it even made the brayer better.
That's funny. Yes, the long haul technique produces a lot of backgrounds in collage paper. I know. SW, well, I'm trying for you. I'm trying. She says turn on a fan. Here, I'll turn on the air again. Because I'll tell you what, it does. She's getting hot. And then maybe we can get some of these prints to work.
My goodness, look at that.
Ooh.
It just makes me want to.
I love that. Yeah.
My kids walk like an Egyptian.
Yes. Izzy likes to do that.
And I used to take first graders back and forth across the street. And so when it was really icy out, I said, all right, children, let's walk like penguins. It was so cute. You turn around and look at these guys. All these little tiny kids going, ooh, 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 across the street. Oh, that was great.
Okay.
All right, now,
Just,
let's see here.
just check them. Check them.
I'm checking them.
It's kind of like, you know, when eggs are, when you got them in the incubator.
Okay, you know why I know that's not dry? Can you see the ripples? That's a wet booger.
Well, you just did that one,
Okay.
I think.
I should have some sort of system here. You know? I should.
You should.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh, so Devin saw, okay, 10 pieces of carnival tissue for 44 Canadian dollars. Is that good?
Holy moly.
I think that sounds way pricey.
Oh, that's way
Okay,
pricey.
because the 10 sheets here, hold on, I'll tell you what the 10 sheets, US dollars.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, let's pull this bad boy because I really messed up on this. Because it's going to need about 14 other. I really hate wasting that paint.
Hold on, let me go through
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that over there because I think we're pretty much done with this. I'm going to give it another little spray, and I'm going to take the other one, which is clean, put it upside down on there, and hopefully that will.
Oh, it's currently unavailable.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Knocking things about.
Now the 480 sheets is $92. That's why I say like 10 sheets for 44 seems crazy because I mean.
Oh gosh, yes.
I think I wonder.
Do you want to pull this on Instagram?
No, go ahead. As she's pulling it off. Do you want to pull this on Instagram?
I'll just put it back down and pretend like I didn't.
Don't do that.
Remember when I did that on that other one and screwed it up?
Yes. See, that was the the universe saying that's inappropriate. Oh yes, and Susan, your chickies, they're getting so big.
Oh, they're so cute.
So
I love
cute.
your rooster too. I heard he pecked your foot. We used to have manny roosters that would chase you.
Yeah.
And flog your legs. I just take a big stick out there and just knock the little suckers rolling. And by God, the next time you went out there, they didn't remember that. They were after you again. You had to whack them again. And they'd be kind of, cookie for a while. Hey, they were vicious. They had big claw things on the back of their...
Yeah.
Manny roosters. My cousin used to think that was she used to call people she thought it was a bad name.
Oh.
Manny rooster. All right, this is a good background. What I remember, it was a ghost pull of the wall.
Oh yeah, Evie. Any of the paper. I mean, if it's tissue, then it's going to be the carnival tissue. But yes, if it's like 8.5 by 11 sheets, that's going to be the hammer mill. And if it's a little bit bigger than that, it's probably either the Paycon.
Or Richardson.
Jack Richardson. But I don't think we sent in anything big. The Jack Richardson paper's big.
It is big. Yeah, I don't think we did.
Yeah.
I don't think that we would have.
So, yes.
So, yeah. But, look at this. Shimmer and shine. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for us to put down something here and get something off on this? Yeah, they are.
You got 9 minutes.
I got 9 minutes, but now see, I've got this one too.
I'll put a link in.
And I already showed this one. Pretty much. I'm mucked up over here, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, let's do this. Remember we talked about this? Using this with something that was curvilinear and whatever?
Yes.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
I think that would be... Since that doesn't have a very distinct pattern on it, we're going to use some more of this stuff. I'm just really impressed with this. I know y'all probably really wish I'd try something else, but... I guess I could, but those are too light.
I would just do what you want to do.
But I want to do something with those because that green is really such a cool green.
Well, mix in the green. Do half blue, half green.
Well, I know, but I don't think it'll show up on my thing I have over here.
Oh, that's... Okay, you're mixing things up. That's what you were meaning by that.
That's
okay,
what
I didn't understand that.
I have to mix this off over here because this is how I made that really cool.
Hi, Joan.
Cool print that I used Miriam's thing on. I scraped it over here, and when it's really, really thin, it looks so awesome.
Ooh, Jillian, she's in Australia, and she got the 10 pages for $33 Australian dollars. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, somebody wanted to go into the business there of, getting in a boatload of that stuff and selling it for a third of what these people want.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be some awesome stuff.
One of the problems is that paper is very heavy. And so shipping becomes part of that whole factor.
But that's what I say.
I hear you.
Bring in.
Yeah, somebody's got to bring it in, though.
Yeah.
Somebody's paying for some
shipping.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we think we want to do this?
Go ahead. It's not, I think it's going to be kind of cool. And especially if it shows through the blocks a little bit, I think that'll be really interesting. That was a good choice to do that. Woo!
Woo! Okay, what else do we got over here?
I don't know, but remember the air's on. It's drying. Yeah, and yeah, all the import taxes, shipping is...
Now remember, this has retarder in it.
Yeah, so it is not drying super quick.
Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I'm still going to get something off of this one. I should.
Ooh. Oh, and look, it transferred. Ooh, that looks cool. That looks cool.
I love that. I love that. All right, now we still have, I don't know that it's going to pick up much there.
Very Partridge Family. Yes, with those colors and the blocking and oh yeah, definitely.
Didn't get much on the edges there. That was probably an indicator we're not going to get very much here.
Whew.
But some, enough to make it kind of speckled.
Yeah, you had some speckling.
Speckledies. But that'll be interesting when it's dry, and I can actually put something else on top of it.
Yeah. Come
Now,
on, get happy.
Okay, that's dry. We can put something on.
Hi, SW. We'll pull some of those in the next stream.
Okay, let's see if we can get this to come on.
That's how we get y'all to come back.
What?
Just make them have to wait to see the pull.
That's right. It's all planned.
None of it's planned. Very rarely.
I mean, if I could plan something, it wouldn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have tried. It's not from lack of effort, y'all.
Yeah. We talk about planning.
We talk about it.
And then Brad's like, why are you talking about planning? You do best when you don't. Like, yeah, that's true.
Or it's just, you know, it makes you look like you don't know what you're doing because
Yep.
you don't do what you say you're going to do. And anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is going to be a lovely background.
Yeah.
Which we can then come back in with the
Flowers and everything, put it on top. Yeah, I think that would be really great.
Okay, now see, this is where I need my
your
sock.
Napkin thing or whatever.
Because I think that this here, pushing that pressure down is what makes for those interesting...
Oh, bye, Anthony.
Interesting...
Ooh. You didn't get up. Well, now if you would have left it on there.
If I would have left it on there, but I'm trying something here.
Okay.
I'm trying something here. I'm going to do some...
It does. That's what I was thinking too. So they're talking about the roosters and whatnot, and then
man.
Anthony says
Already
that
dried up.
they let their chickens free range, so the rooster could be anywhere and attack him. Come out of anywhere.
Oh, I know, and they're sneaky bastards. Yeah. They are. I'm telling you, those banty roosters, it was like they'd wait around the corner.
Susan says her banty roosters are very nice.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with ours, and hormones or something. Could have nothing to do because I used to whack them.
Yep, I was about to say, could have had something to do with it. Maybe he did remember, but he was like, let's go.
Get those flags. That's what they would do. Okay, just a minute. I want something. I don't want that. I hate to keep using that blue. All right, let's do this. Let's squirt some of this stuff out here and do some of our Floetrol.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Well, it's not Floetrol. It's your Flow something.
Improver.
Flow Improver.
Flow Improver by Winsor Newton.
Well, this was in Colorado.
I loved it when we used to have a depot. You know what a depot is, where the train comes in. And my great-grandmother, we had a dairy for a while until the regulations just became absolutely ridiculous, and the only people that could afford to do dairies were, the corporations. It was a thing to draw the little dairies, and because we just couldn't compete. But we used to take milk in the big metal milk cans. And then we used to pick our chickens up there in the boxes that had about this tall, had little holes all the way around. I don't know where the chickens came from.
From the train.
But they were always happy to get out. And we would sit on the floor of the chicken house and play with those chickens. I mean, dirt and dust and chicken poop all over the place. That's probably why that I am pretty healthy.
Perhaps. Oh, we're at time. It does look like jelly. Devin says the chickens came from eggs. That's where they came from. From the train.
And I don't know, but I just think that there's something in... Okay, now it's starting to do it.
Yeah, that's the question.
We had some chickens that really liked us, and you'd walk out into the chicken pen, and they'd come running over just like kids, clucking and whatnot. Wow, what do you think? I can't turn it over because if I start, see, it's still running. See it running?
Oh, yeah. It improves the flow. That stuff does. All right, guys. What another awesome, very, unexpected. No, we had planned to do some other things, but, that's how it goes over here at PM Artist Studio. P does what P wants to do, and that's, just fine by most of us.
Well, the druthers are not so good.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to break up those big...
You think it's going to spread out? Well, we shall see in the next stream, because we will... Make sure that we have this might be an Instagrammy one, but we'll have the other ones to pull. Just come back. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll have some more stencils and this, that, the other. We have a special guest. Come here. Say goodbye, because they're saying bye. You gotta get... Bye. Bye. Say, see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to die.